Fishing is a familiar and necessary activity in human life, especially for communities living near the sea or rivers and lakes. There are many fishing methods, each with its own advantages and suitable for each type of environment. One of the most popular methods is using nets. Nets can be thrown from boats or pulled underwater, catching many types of fish as they swim by. In addition, fishing with a fishing rod is also an interesting method that requires patience. The fisherman will drop bait into the water and wait for the fish to bite. In some areas, people also use traps or hooks to catch fish effectively. However, fishing must comply with regulations on protecting aquatic resources, avoiding overexploitation and depletion of these resources. In addition, another popular method of fishing is using homemade poles or fishing rods. Especially in freshwater areas, fishermen can place poles in areas with a lot of fish, then use bait to attract fish closer. With this method, fish can get stuck or easily caught when approaching the bait. Another special fishing method is to use fishing gear such as nets. Nets or even giant hooks to hunt large fish such as sharks or whales. However, in all fishing methods, environmental protection and maintaining the sustainability of aquatic resources are always important factors. Fishing must be properly controlled, avoiding acts of encroachment on rare fish species and underwater ecosystems. Fishermen are now also applying many environmentally friendly measures such as using nets with suitable mesh sizes to catch only fish of large enough size, thereby helping to protect species and maintain long-term resources. In addition, technology is also increasingly applied in fishing, helping to improve efficiency and minimize environmental impacts. Modern fishing vessels are equipped with fish finders and positioning devices, helping fishermen easily locate schools of fish, thereby reducing the time and effort spent searching. However, the use of technology also needs to be strictly managed to avoid overfishing. Causing ecological imbalance. An indispensable factor in fishing is the cooperation between fishermen and authorities. Propagating and educating about the protection of natural resources, as well as implementing effective management policies, will help fishermen fish sustainably. Regulations such as banning fishing during the breeding season, limiting the size of fish caught, or requiring the protection of aquaculture areas are essential to ensure the long-term development of the fisheries industry. Thus, fishing is not only a traditional profession but also an important part in maintaining the balance of marine and river ecosystems. Combining traditional and modern fishing methods, together with strict management, will help protect and develop aquatic resources for future generations in addition to resource protection and management measures. Aquaculture also plays an important role in reducing pressure on wild fisheries. Fish farming in ponds, lakes, or cages in the sea helps provide a stable food source without depleting natural resources. In fact, many fishermen have turned to a model that combines fishing and aquaculture to improve their income and protect the environment. Furthermore, the development of sustainable fishing methods, such as artisanal fishing or the use of environmentally friendly equipment, is increasingly encouraged. These methods not only help minimize the risk of destroying natural habitats but also ensure that the aquaculture industry can develop sustainably without depleting wild fish species. Finally, raising public awareness and the participation of organizations and businesses in protecting aquatic resources is very important. communication campaigns, educational programs on the impacts of unsustainable fishing, and international cooperation in protecting shared seas will help build a healthier marine ecosystem and create a sustainable fisheries sector that will bring long-term benefits to people and the environment. To achieve the goal of protecting aquatic resources sustainably, governments and international organizations also play an important role in developing and implementing policies. International agreements on marine protection and fishing control have been signed between countries, aiming to maintain fishery resources and prevent illegal, unreported and unregulated (IUU) fishing. These regulations not only help countries protect their marine resources, but also create a global management system that ensures fairness in fishing activities and fish distribution. In addition, the application of scientific research to fisheries management is also very important. Scientists are constantly studying the development of fish species, as well as the impacts of fishing on marine ecosystems, thereby providing more effective recommendations and strategies to protect these resources. The establishment of marine reserves, where fishing is stopped so that aquatic species can grow and reproduce naturally, has been implemented in many countries and has shown positive effects in maintaining marine biodiversity. Finally, promoting sustainable consumption is also an indispensable factor in protecting aquatic resources. Consumers can choose seafood products that are certified as being caught sustainably, helping to support fishermen and businesses in complying with environmental protection standards. When consumers are clearly aware of the impact of their food choices, they will contribute to creating a major change in the seafood industry, thereby protecting natural resources for future generations. Thus, protecting and managing seafood resources is a continuous process, requiring comprehensive cooperation from fishing communities, environmental protection organizations, governments and consumers. Only when all parties act together can we protect a valuable resource and develop sustainably in the seafood industry, continuing to develop sustainable fishing methods and protect aquatic resources. The application of information technology and advanced technologies is also an important factor in management. Satellite monitoring systems and underwater sensors help track the movement of fishing vessels, identify legal fishing areas and identify illegal fishing activities. These technologies not only help improve transparency but also assist in detecting and preventing IUU fishing activities, contributing to protecting marine resources for future generations. In addition, the development of fishing models combined with ecotourism is also increasingly focused on marine areas with high biodiversity, in addition to developing sustainable fishing, can also become attractive tourist destinations. Ecotourism not only brings additional income to local people but also raises public awareness of the importance of protecting marine ecosystems. This creates an opportunity to strike a balance between resource exploitation and conservation. Training and capacity building programs for fishermen, especially in coastal areas, are also an important step. Equipped with knowledge about environmental protection and sustainable fishing methods, fishermen will be able to apply new techniques, thereby minimizing negative impacts on the ecosystem and improving economic efficiency from fishing. Fisheries cooperatives and community organizations can act as a bridge to support fishermen in the transition to more sustainable fishing methods. Finally, promoting a green economy in the fisheries sector is a trend that needs to be addressed by countries and international organizations. Investing in research and development of green technology, as well as encouraging seafood businesses to adopt environmentally friendly business models, will contribute to promoting the sustainable development of the seafood industry without harming natural resources. Thus, the protection and sustainable development of seafood resources does not only depend on management measures, but also involves changing the thinking and actions of all stakeholders in the value chain from fishermen, businesses to consumers. Only with close cooperation and shared responsibility can the seafood industry develop sustainably and bring long-term benefits to all. An important aspect that cannot be overlooked is the development of safe and sustainable forms of aquaculture. While wild fisheries are increasingly under pressure from overexploitation, aquaculture can become an effective alternative, providing an abundant source of food without harming natural ecosystems. However, for sustainable aquaculture, it is necessary to have environmentally friendly farming methods, such as using natural food, avoiding the abuse of antibiotics and chemicals, and applying measures to protect the water environment such as water filtration and reuse systems. In addition, developing integrated aquaculture models, such as shrimp, fish, seaweed and aquatic plant farming, also helps to optimize space and resources. These models not only increase productivity but also minimize negative impacts on the environment, creating a diverse and sustainable ecosystem. Coastal areas and estuaries can become green aquaculture farms, where aquaculture is both grown and mangroves and marine ecosystems are protected. Another important factor is to encourage the participation of international organizations and non-governmental organizations in supporting sustainable aquaculture initiatives. These organizations can provide financial resources, scientific knowledge, and management expertise to help countries and fishing communities meet the challenges of protecting aquatic resources. At the same time, cooperation among countries in the region is also key to dealing with transnational issues, such as illegal fishing in international waters. In particular, in the context of climate change that is seriously affecting marine ecosystems, the protection of aquatic species is becoming more urgent. Rising sea temperatures, ocean pollution, and the invasion of alien species are seriously threatening the development of the fisheries industry. Therefore, research and development of solutions to respond to climate change, such as coastal protection measures, water quality improvement and coral reef protection, are very important to protect aquatic resources in the long term. With these efforts, the aquaculture industry can develop in a sustainable way. Both meeting human food needs and protecting and maintaining aquatic biodiversity. To achieve this goal, it is necessary to establish a strict monitoring and evaluation system, not only for fishing activities but also for aquaculture. Authorities need to conduct regular inspections, assess the environmental impacts of production methods, and adjust regulations to ensure that all activities comply with environmental protection standards. The participation of communities and environmental protection organizations in monitoring fishing activities also helps to increase efficiency and transparency in the industry. An indispensable factor in protecting aquatic resources is education and raising public awareness. Fishermen and consumers need to be equipped with knowledge about the benefits of sustainable fishing and choose seafood products with clear origins. ensuring that they do not adversely affect the environment. Communication campaigns can be organized to raise awareness about the protection of rare fish species, while encouraging people to use seafood from sustainable, certified sources. Changes in people's consumption habits also play an important role in changing seafood production models. If consumers prioritize choosing seafood products certified by MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, or ASC, Aquaculture Stewardship Council, this will encourage producers and fishermen to adopt environmentally friendly fishing and aquaculture methods. As market demand shifts to sustainable products, the seafood industry will have to adjust to meet this demand, thereby minimizing negative impacts on the environment. In addition, building financial support mechanisms for fishermen and businesses in the seafood industry to adopt sustainable fishing and aquaculture methods is also an important factor. Preferential loans or technical assistance programs can help fishermen transition to less environmentally harmful production methods while still ensuring their livelihoods. This will not only help protect marine resources but also create a stable and sustainable fisheries sector. In the future, promoting scientific research and developing new technologies to help the fisheries sector develop sustainably will also be important. New technologies in aquaculture, such as raising fish in closed environments or applying biotechnology to increase productivity and reduce pollution, will be important steps forward. These advanced technologies not only help increase production capacity but also minimize negative impacts on the ecosystem. Thus, protecting fisheries resources is a long-term process and requires coordination among stakeholders, from the government, fishing communities, businesses to consumers. With appropriate measures and a commitment to sustainable development strategies, the fisheries sector can thrive while protecting the biodiversity of marine ecosystems and meeting future human food needs. Another important element in the protection of aquatic resources is the maintenance and restoration of marine and coastal ecosystems. These ecosystems not only play an important role in providing habitats for aquatic species, but also contribute to the stability of the entire natural ecosystem. Coral reefs, mangroves and coastal wetlands protect the coast from erosion, provide breeding grounds for many fish species and help regulate aquatic habitats. Therefore, the protection and restoration of these ecosystems is necessary to maintain aquatic resources and protect the marine environment. In addition, marine environmental restoration initiatives,